So, Steve, a difficult result on the road. Sum up that performance for us.
Not good enough. I felt, although we didn't concede until the 36th minute, and I thought we were okay. I thought we were okay up until that time, to be fair. But I thought the nature of the first goal kind of set the tone, albeit that obviously we were still very much in the game up until the penalty. We didn't ask enough questions, having said all of that, in their final third. And I thought from the front, because it's not just about my back three, back five, back four, because we reverted to a back four at half time. I just didn't think we defended well enough. Simple as that. And just said to the players, I feel a little bit let down today, given how good we've been since the Chelmsford game. And I include the Wealdstone game as well, because obviously it's a game that we could have and should have won. We've been really, really good in November, but that's not the level of my team, and it's not what I expect. And I thought that from the second goal onwards, I thought we'd got that kind of performance out of our system. I didn't see it coming, I didn't see it in us, but yeah, on reflection, we certainly didn't ask enough questions in their final third. I think their keeper, I can only recollect making one good save from Tom Blackwell, and we didn't defend well enough, and that starts from the front. But having said that, we didn't win enough 50-50s, too much turnover. Yeah, we just weren't good enough all round. And the only person that I exempt, because I don't think he was at fault for any of the goals, was Jack Thompson.
What do you think changed then from going into the first half at 1-0 down to ending up conceding 4?
Well, the reality is, Scott, that when we conceded the penalty, which I didn't see coming, because again we were on the front foot. But listen, possession, as I've just said to the lads, doesn't mean anything. Possession doesn't win your football matches. Penetration in the final third wins your football matches. I thought we were comfortable without offering a great deal of threat at 1-0, but of course we got done on the counter again. We got done on the counter again for the second goal, when we're on the front foot, when we're in possession, when we're dominating without being overly threatening, and the second goal's killed the game, isn't it? Disappointed with that turnover, and obviously the penalty is a result of that. And then from there on in, we were never ever in it. So the third and fourth goals, not really much for me to reflect on, other than really, really disappointed that we capitulated after the second goal the way that we did. And I can only but apologise for that, because that's not us. We recognise where we've been in the month of November and how we've improved and how good we've been, but at the end of the day, that's just not acceptable. We didn't ask enough questions going forward at any stage during the game, and we weren't good enough defensively. And that starts from the front. That's not just a back three, back four, back five. That's us as a collective.
So going into this game, we were 4 games unbeaten. What have you said to the players to make sure that this is just a blip and that we will continue our good run?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, we respect and value the FA Trophy that we enter next week. I said to them, if you revert to your mindset and your performance levels as we did at Chelmsford in the last round of the FA Cup, because I know Josh Wright very, very well. I've worked with him before. He's a good guy with a good future in management and what have you. They're going to be fired up, and they're going to be ready for us, and we're going to have to be at our best. And I expect us to be at our best, and I expect us to go there and win a game of football. I've asked the players to reflect tonight and tomorrow, which is obviously their rest day, and reflect on what they didn't do well today, which was quite a lot. We get back on the training ground on Monday. We've got a clear week again next week. and we work our socks off and we prepare ourselves mentally, the due diligence will always be done, and the same way that it was today, the same way it was done last week. But we need to get back on that training ground. We need to get our heads straight. We need to get ourselves focused again, and we need to go to Ebbsfleet and not only give a good account of ourselves, but win what is going to be a very, very difficult and tough game of football.
Yeah, thank you very much, Steve.
No problem.